When you play the Game of Thrones, you
Subscribe and like.
or you die. There is no middle ground.
Alright, hello YouTube, and welcome back to the Grease Goblins YouTube channel, and in today's video we're going to be going back to our Winds of Winter predictions. We're going to be doing Victarion today. So, Victarion is kind of a newer introduction into the POV chapters that we get, and he's kind of headed to where a lot of the characters are. Marine, a lot of our characters going there. It's going to be a very interesting time as we're going to see Victarion's there, Barristan's there, Dany's going to be there, Tyrion will be there, Jorah, all these characters will be there. So it's going to be interesting to figure out where Victarion fits into that. But before we get into that, if you guys would like to subscribe, like, and comment for more of this type of content, you know, helps the channel grow and reach other people that might like this content. And yeah, let's get into it. So Victarion is headed with, you know, a portion of the Iron Fleet to more or less get Dany for Euron. Now, Victarion has an ulterior motive in that, and he actually wants to get Dany for himself. He has the Horned Dragonbinder, which we're not sure if it actually works yet, but I kind of have a theory for Dragonbinder and what I think is going to happen. Now, Victarion also has this, like, dusty woman that, you know, doesn't really talk. She's a mute, basically. And she was a gift by Euron to Victarion. And there's this constant thing that Victarion knows that all of Euron's gifts are poisoned. So I think this is going to apply to two different things. I think Euron knows that Victarion's going to do this. Euron knows that Victarion's very spiteful and hateful of him because of past things with, like, his, you know, first wife or whatever and all that. That I think the woman is actually just spy for Euron. Either Euron kind of wargs into her, or she kind of, like, reports to Euron if this is, like, writing letters or whatever to him. And that is one thing. Now the second thing, Euron gives him Dragonbinder. That's another gift that is potentially poisoned. This is why. Because I think Dragonbinder responds to its master. Euron is the person that is going to be considered the master of the horn. So if Victarion at any point decides to blow this horn, or he gets somebody else to blow the horn, I think actually if it even works, we'll give a dragon to Euron. And Euron could be part of this force that kind of breaks down the wall, like we're going to see, I think, with, you know, the whole Horn of Winter. Now, where do I think Victarion's character is going to go? I think Victarion is going to be a character that is going to try and get Dany's hand in marriage, like so many characters are at this point. I think he's going to fail. I think he's going to initially offer up the Iron Fleet to her, but I think he's going to overstep boundaries, or he's going to kind of get frustrated with her and is going to try to use Dragonbinder to get one of her dragons and kind of just leave. What I think is going to end up happening is this is either going to, if Victarion does it, like blows the horn himself, I think Victarion's going to die. If he has somebody else do it, I think realistically what will happen is the dragon will then go to Euron and Daenerys will kill Victarion. I think Victarion is not in a good spot for the next book. I think he is a character that is most definitely going to die. I don't see him making it through this next book, so that is kind of how I see Victarion for now. If Victarion is going to live, I think it's going to be someone that he kind of follows Daenerys in the hopes that he can marry her at some point. Kind of like a Jorah type character where they just kind of love her for kind of her looks and stuff like that. Where I think Victarion is just going to slip up at some point. Whether it's, you know, his old ways, kind of like, you know, pillaging, raping, and stuff like that. Or Dany's not going to like that. And Victarion's not really going to be able to stop that. He's going to, you know, want to do that. And it's kind of in his way of life, where he kind of goes against Daenerys at some point. I just think Victarion's fate in this next book is he's going to die. Because Euron, I think, has kind of set him up to do that. And I think Euron has always a motive for why he would send Victarion instead of him going there. So that is kind of my whole idea for Victarion. I think he's kind of just a pawn of Euron at this point, and I think he's going to end up dying. But let me know if you guys have an overarching kind of theory for Victarion, or what you think could possibly happen with Victarion. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Just kind of a short one this week. So, yeah.
If you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention.